Hi, welcome to Inside the Scary Mind of a Writer, and I'm Adina Lev, the writer. This is episode 84 of my continuing vlog series of getting my name out there, lending a voice to my characters, all that other stuff I usually say. Ah, episode 84, wow. And this is my second week of sitting down and staying in the house for this coronavirus, or is it the third week? I don't know. I just know that we are in lockdown. Not so much lockdown. Truly, you would not know that we're supposed to be in the stay at home. Essential businesses are still open. That means Walmart, Target, Lowe's, Home Depot, the bike place, all the grocery stores are still open. Anything, the fabric store was still open. Yeah, it looked like a ghost town, but it was still open because they are selling what you need, the material you need to make safety masks. So they get to stay open. The PetSmart is still open. Pretty much everything is still open except for Kohl's, Belk, the mall. I think the GNC inside the mall is open. But other than that, everything's closed except for food places. So it's not that bad of lockdown. You maintain distance. Okay, 6 feet, 10 feet, the next room. I would like to say that people are blowing this out of proportion, but then again, they're not. Yeah, but so many people are testing positive with no symptoms, so you don't even have to have any symptoms to be positive. So I guess maybe quarantining everybody for 2 weeks is not a bad thing, but they want you to go outside and exercise. Now, here, this folds into my theory that as long as you're breathing good air and you're moving a lot, namely the young and able bodied, you're not going to get this. Who's going to get it? The people who are sitting around the house doing nothing, just being lumps. That's one theory. So anyway, the husband's been home this 2 weeks now. He's going stir crazy. I made him go out and golf. Please go golf. My honey-do list he done did. Anything that I needed done that I was waiting for him because he doesn't like me up on ladders when he's not around because, well, I'm alone and if I fall, I'm going to really be hurt and puppy. So he's got everything high up done that needs to be done, and it's getting ready to rain out there. Says it's not, but it's wanting to. So it's one of those things where when he's home, he's usually home for what, 48 hours? And things don't get done. Now he's home, boom, everything's getting done. I'm running out of stuff to do. Not really. Every time I think I'm done, there's something else that crops up. So it's Sunday, and I've advanced the characters and still advancing them in my head, and not really a whole lot of scary thoughts other than I've stopped watching the news. I turn it on for the weather. Let's see what the weather's going to do. And then I turn it off because they've got nothing new to tell us. They can't tell us if they flattened out the curve. Yeah, they can't tell us if it's going up and down, up and down. We're supposed to get money, but some of us, not all of us, I don't think I'm going to get any money. What can I tell you? I have a really good retirement package from the county when I got my head bashed in. Oh, the dogs don't know what to do. They go on 2 walks a day, although it's getting ready to go back to 1 walk a day because it's starting to get hot out. Yesterday, day before yesterday was 50 degrees. Yesterday was 78. Today was 86. The weather is just as crazy as this coronavirus, but it's nice to see all the insects out. The ladybugs are out. I like summer. I was out mowing the lawn today. Oh, excuse me. My podcast is not up and running yet. The young lad who's going to be doing it. Hi, Josh. He's the one who said he's going to get to it. I don't know. I know last week I said I was going to get around to looking at podcasts or hearing podcasts or whatever you do with podcasts, but I haven't. I've been doing other things, stuff for the private investigator. I've been doing the women veteran stuff, trying to get us up on a teleconference that actually works well. And believe it or not, Zoom. We tried the free teleconference thing and that did not work, but Zoom works very well. So it might be the money well worth investing. Have you gone to the grocery store lately? I know it's scary out there. It's and I you really have nothing to say. Coronavirus is the big thing. That's all anybody's talking about. Although I am going to be making a quilt, a coronavirus quilt. I figured this is one of those instances where this really is historic. We're living in very historic times. So I'm going to make a quilt for it. I saw a particular block pattern that I want to try, and I'm going to put a little embroidery thing on a little swatch saying I made this during the coronavirus of 2020. And maybe my great, 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 great something or other read it and say, what was a coronavirus? And they will do the equivalent of Google then and talk about the coronavirus. And one somebody will say, oh, cool, she made this while they were in quarantine. And oh, you know how you look at a quote when you see it up in a museum or something, like, my great great grandma made this during the Depression or whatever it is. And you get to sort of see what they were going through and what was influencing them. So anyway, Romper Room Minute. Hi Sylvia. Hi Raynell. Hi Josh. Hi Joel. Hi Jay. Hi Sam and Lexa and Hillary. And who else is watching my videos that I've forgotten? Judy, obviously, Judy. We were supposed to go to her house in a couple weeks. And we're not going to because, well, I don't feel like spending 2 weeks in quarantine there and then come home for 2 weeks in quarantine. Not going to happen. So that'll be pushed off to next year. And Hawaii's still up in the air. Really don't know what's going to happen next. So anyway, I hope all of you guys are healthy. It's hard to be any kind of I'm out in the woods. You guys saw that last week. I'm out in the woods, so it's not hard for us to maintain this distance. But all my family lives in cities except for Lexa. Lexa lives not quite as remote as we are, but she's got quite a place between her neighbors where you don't see them unless you want to see them, kind of. They're far out. So, for my kids, my family, everybody in cities, please stay healthy, wash your hands, don't touch people, wear sleeves with long sleeves that go over your hands. Playtex living gloves. I'm swearing by those. When I have to pump gas, I've got these gloves on because I can take them off. They're like quadruple thick. You can't sew with them or do anything like that, but you can pump gas with them. This has been Adina Lev inside the Scary Mind of a Writer. And if you like this video, if you like crazy old lady babbling, thumbs up. If you want to ask questions, ask questions. If you can tell me anything about a podcast or where to find a podcast so I know what Josh is talking about and I'm not going, put it down there at the bottom so at least I look like I have a clue. Y'all be safe out there. Stay healthy. I will be babbling with this camera again next week. Bye.